Hey guys, this is Joe over at S17, and today I'm just going to show you a new macro I was working on. It's called Shape Replacer. It does something really basic. It just takes a shape you want and replaces it to some other shapes that already exist. So I'll kind of show you what I mean. So ignore this macro right here. I just need to create something really quick. So that way I have some things predefined, but I want to create something here. So let me do this really fast. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get rid of this now. So imagine I had this, like, I don't know, it's just a circle with some circles in it. What this macro does is allows you to take a shape of something. Like, let's say I have a little star right here, and let's say I want to apply that star to everywhere these circles are. What I do is I can, highlight what I want, say choose the new shape so it just remembers it and puts it in memory, and then I could select these. And I have different ways of doing this. I could actually, go grab the whole thing and then make sure I have them, and I can do it that way. And I have a little tool here that says select similar. So if these are all similar type items, I can click this and choose on the object, and it'll select them all. And then what I could say is replace shape. So as you can see, it replaced the shape with all this, basically took the star and put them there. So I'm going to undo that. So let's say, for example, this was one color, and, or actually here, an idea. I'll make this, let's make that red, and we'll make this one blue. And then I'll actually make a couple different stars. I'll make a red one, and I'll make one more. I'll make it white, but with a border so you can see it. So what I could do is I could take, for example, this red one and say I want to replace everywhere this red is, and replace that one. Then I can say grab the white one and select this here. Whoops, let me do that again. Grab the white one, select this black one here, replace that one, so it replaces that one, and then select this one and replace that one. So you can kind of just see all it is really take this and applies it anywhere you want it to apply. I could also do something. Let me undo all this stuff here that I did. Let's see, I'm gonna undo. And then I'll even undo the colors. So just to show you what else it can do, this star basically stayed the same size and just replaced that circle. But you could also have it resize this to this size. So for example, I'm going to take some of these here and let me copy that into memory. Let me just grab some of these here and say replace. So you see that it made these stars the same as the original. I could also, since it's still in memory, I could also take these here and then say resize the object. What that means is take this star here and resize it to the size of the second object. So if I replace it, you'll see that these are bigger than these ones. So the circle was 0.2 and it made the star 0.2. But the original star, when we first started, whoops, put that over here. The original star was like 0.175. So you can have it grow or shrink to either stay the size it is or go to the size of the item. So that's one usage, I guess, you can do. So let's get rid of this. I'll show you something else you can do. So I'm going to go grab this guy again. It's just really easy to do this. Same thing. I'll go with something larger. I'll go with something like this. And don't need that anymore. So same concept. You can replace this here, and in this one, like I said, this is the opposite. This one's bigger than this one, so I could create that, and I can say resize it and then replace it, and it'll make them smaller. So it basically took this one down to make it the same size as that. Same thing. The selector also works. Watch. Whoops. Let me redo that one. So let's see if the selector allows us to do this. Oops, I guess I gotta convert it to curves first. Alright, let's see if that works. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure on this when I did this part. I wasn't sure if it would actually look for the same shape, because I think what I did was I said look for the same similar size and similar color. So I have no idea if you turn it another way, if it'll still find it or not when I say select similar. Let's make sure this does work though. So let's say select similar and only select the green ones. And there you go. Yeah, so it does work pretty well. So that works. Let me get rid of this. So here's something else, just another option. Just trying to figure out ways I could, that this would be useful to someone. But you get to kind of get the concept of what it is. You just basically put that in memory, select what you want to change, and then say replace the shapes, and we'll have it shrink down. But really easy. So I'm hoping this will be useful for someone. Get rid of all this. I'll show you another good example of what we could do. So I'm going to trace this really quick. Let's see. Just take the default whatever Corel does here. Okay, throw this away. So what I'm doing here, and this is more for rhinestoners, but I guess it could also be used for anything really. So if we look at this, these are not perfect circles. So if you went to cut that, it wouldn't be any good. So we can use this is we could say, hey, these are close to whatever size you want. Let's see, SS6, because it's a 0.124 by 0.135. So I could take the circle here, make this 0.127 is what I like to use for my SS10 stones, and then I'll move this up so you can see it better. I'll make this, it doesn't really matter, but I'll make it red just so you can see it. I could say, hey, take this guy, that's what I want to memorize. I could say replace it, and I won't resize it, I'll leave it exactly the way it is. Because what this will do is this will give me perfect circles ready to cut. So anyways, just a little tool that I put together that helps me out. So